Eye n'Ensoko TV oboroso bw'umugusi.
Majito margeria wigeta sengi Ensoko TV ni wacharagire Chinsa Isano Ibere chia bon mugaso chinga kina kwariganiria Amayia asentra yo wingi karanseke eritiranda yana demo na bugutunyora somtanda gito Facebook na bega sensemo ya YouTube tunya tugusangana na bego kumanyemero bireto kuri nasibono kwarigani bene Amayia Chinsa Isano Ibere chenda yana demo. Manjito margeria togo chakabene kurwase kaunti ya Kisii nigo mubere bwo musacho yomo aserieta Elias Thomas nyakora otoka emetema se kinyoro kia Itembu na kolengana ni amate amono abamenyi borongoruo nigo bachanire gakorekyo asaboigo ba mwakire nyagusira erieta asiamate nyagusira Elias eya tumanye yamanyire buna ekia itanigo abairese igoro y'abantu bakageire kogosereria obonguma bwaye asibono anyaraka gutoka gaseti obonguma bwaye machito murigeria torarieria roboti ruochingaki obotukibwa chakiwe bene koirera kumanyikirete ogokokwaye
twabo kabana mambi twanyara toko uchi uichi gokuru toko mnyokani gochaga twanyara no mwana momurora irega igo itire bana twakuminga ingogo sorenta ngo ito momuro yo morenta motarekaga bana tokorangiria serikali twarangiria na toichirega iga abantu togenda gokuraga abantu basangekanirega tokoboria serikali eche tokonye gaki nande mbanto kiaba bakoreta ya iga
ono gaki omwana oyo iga nakorira nge wikitinda amorora lakini rero kana nyora ngo tebigungo mwana otokirwo kwete nyamugonjoro twaminyakani twikiro twanyore no mwana iria cio tomukure gaki gotukumeti serikali echi tokonye igo twakumiri
ciarenganga saa moja na nusu ya maragoba omwana oyo kanya twaragira akamenyaka kurugecia agasoa nyumba mwane chokoni agateba abantu baje bamotebinga toka mbio omwana oyo akamenyaka gabaka mwane twarenge no mwana one tongomategenda ngorangerio mugakuri aje gocha mugako oyo gocha okumuboria Elias ninki ngana abantu bakominyoki ngai barenge nye baje bande ngatoka mbio omwana oyo akamenyaka baka nyumba mwane omwana oiko rurituke Jumapili ngaeta nkomorangeria Elias akanga goitaba abantu bari bayo kuminyoki kwa bamanyire akangira neri ngora na iguna akoraki guna akwana nchinga bwatangacha paka buna bono igatwarangeri gungo muntu naro kwereta rocha twanya no mwana Elias gakia serikali tokonyo muntu iteto mwana oyo
omwana Elias bona andipoteri mambia kabwakire omwana Elias nacha mwane otuko tokuragira iga oteba abantu bante ifungwa murango bakundishira bande toka inje bona dwa na dio mwana jarwago omyoka bukabwendu yaneye omuripoteri one ndu yanogontebia
no muna rero nachire komorora maene igakwete na ndi kulingana nse iga munaroro kaine igaretiro korora kabikwororo bone gento twenge gusaba serikali mwalinge gwanja motokonye uchunguzi esaine tomanyenga inzangapi tokone tokosoa nyumba kusina abantu bachire batete kutoita batokole
Nabego manchito morigeria omutinyi 10 kero mwaka imensi ya Kenya nigo ebikore ensemo abuase ebigambero bikobwaterana nebyombe bonabiria byokwegera obwene bwabana abanyanyimbo chinyagitari amona abantu bonsi erigosanga igoro yechinchira cyokobwaterana eriyo gukora emichando bana bagwetera buna ogosaragwa nabayigo okonengetwa litukolia igoro machito murigeria nigo kurwase county ya Kisii abarayiba nabayigo omunachiebi no monene Honorable Bernard omwansa anyatiba gwikirana chinsemo cha St Vincent omuchobosonga sibanyatiba gusanga na gukwanira igoro yokolenda abana.
The judiciary is to fast track the cases to reduce trouble. And by the way, I say in my court, I don't usually take the full hearing of these matters. These are legal fiction. It is by far much better that you acquit 1,000 suspects than to convict in such a house. I mean, here's what it means. But for today, we were here at the Vincent Pastoral Center for purposes of sensitizing ourselves and sharing with the stakeholders. The very things that we wanted to do or that which we have done for today, it is on how we are supposed to cooperate amongst the multi-agents in respect of the children matters. We realize that there is a lot in terms of abuse. In such a situation, you find that there is no agency which can work alone and come out with the very best results. So we are all failing because not that we are unable to do that which is supposed to be done, but because there isn't that link or collaboration. And that is the very things that we have come here to sensitize ourselves and to talk amongst ourselves that each department will take it up. And as in respect of the children and that multi-agency, we start, by the way, from the teachers who may realize or who may notice something else and report it to the police. And then that means we have also the police as part and parcel of the stakeholders regarding the rights or securing the rights of the children.
Asa mangana yokoni abana etogokwana n'abana inchi baito bagusi tobatebinga omwana tabasakoni uwa muna kintu kindi gyonspikere chiro abana directorate yetu ya children services nebwatenchera abana baraewa somonto yo tabwati nonye na abayibori bali babwata abana batagete korenda ndobwatenchera bagocha basaba twabaeti enchera ya ereligo bakwenda through the high court baewa abana ina legal way lika bakoira abana encherere iko nande ekare ichikoria manyire yanyarekana nande bachigosoerwa asa magosai to kurangeria abayibori bali babwate interest yo kwenda kurinda abana baiche tutumie chinchira chiri chiroroje serikali cyoko ba abana elinde babarende ensencherere ngia.
The issue of stigma in our hospital settings, we try and make sure we protect the privacy and the confidentiality of these victims, in addition to ensuring their physical safety and emotional safety. So they should feel safe enough to come to hospitals. Within that setting, we also organize for counseling because there is a lot of emotional, psychological trauma in addition to the physical trauma which comes with these cases. And we have a program where we're able to take care of this victim.
Majito margeria togoska motwe nigo muraibensi ya Kenya habwatokire chiringi chimilioni 150 gochia sobwaga chiwe chinyomba cyo boraro chiaboro kiwa biskuru ya magoko ya Zombe imeyorongorwa bokamba waigon nigaba kwanira abaribabi bakwameria serikali asatebiro bunatibabwati sera chine chonsi chirabakonye abakenya.
Tunawapatia shilingi 1.6 billion ya kujenga hostels ya watoto wetu, watoto wa university, watoto wa KMTC, watoto wa TVET. Na nimeenda hapa kwa TVET yetu ya Zombe na nimeona wanafunzi wachangamfu sana na nimekubaliana na wao. Mimi nitaweka milioni 150 tujenge hostels ya watoto wa Zombe. Zombe hoye! Zombe hoye! Mimi nimesema ya kwamba serikali ya Kenya ni ya watu Kenya wote. Hakuna maneno ya shares. Hakuna maneno ya kusema hao wako na share mingi na wale wako na share kidogo na hati wengine hawana share. Hiyo ni siasa ya ujinga. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Si nyinyi ni wananchi wa Kenya jameni? Na ndio nimetengeneza serikali ya broad based ya kuunganisha Wakenya wote bila ya kujali mipaka ya dini ama mipaka ya siasa ama mipaka ya sehemu. Sisi wote ni ndugu moja wa taifa moja la Kenya. Kitu tumeelewana? Unajua kuna majamaa wengine wanatubeba ufala. Nyinyi mnajua? Ati wanatubeba nini? Ati hawana mpango, hawana sera, hawana agenda, hawana maono. Ati kazi yao, ati wanasema ya kwamba ati they have no plan. Ati kazi yao tu wanakuja wanasema one term Kasongo must go.
Nabigo mwanchito moligeria ekiombe kyobochori ne chimebe kia IEBC nigo keroberetie asobochori oboke wole bosio bwe tariki ya 25 na Ibere cyomutienyo yo on November nago kwana kurwa samaga chamanene ye kiombe kyo Anniversary Towers no munyakerobo bo IEBC Lasters etakoni nigo eneke buna obochori obo nigo bogochia koba obo bwene bogya soko asaboigo akurwa ogochia buchase bali bakurwanire birengo okora chikambeini chomorembe chinga kiechi.
We have scheduled those by-elections on 27th of this month, 27th November. And since we gazetted those elections, the Commission has undertaken extensive preparations to ensure that we have peaceful, free, fair, and credible by-elections in all the 16 wards, the 6 constituencies, and the one for senator for Baringo. So far, our teams have been on the ground. We have appointed the returning officers for those respective elections. We have trained the electoral officials on the work they're supposed to do. And we have prepared all the materials that are required for us to conduct and complete those elections successfully. So we are here to assure the nation that IBC is committed to ensuring that those elections are conducted in a peaceful, free, fair, and transparent manner. And we would also like to assure the various political parties and their candidates, and indeed all the Kenyans who constitute the electorate, that all the candidates and their political parties are free to campaign peacefully anywhere within their jurisdictions.
Nabigo omugavana bwe county ya Nairobi Amoske Johnson Sakaja hoikirebo siwe committee chindemero asibunge senate asairanirie amaborio igoro yogo tagorwa kwomochi o Nairobi machito muliria tonyoro robotiro kurasi studio kabiri.
We want to sit with the residents of Korogosho as you did with the residents of Woodley to restart that conversation and make sure that there is proper involvement and representation of their voices. The people you have spoken to, the ones who are upstream, I would think, Governor, those are the ones you ask to send emails. Because many of you, you go to the ground. In Lavington and Parklands, if you give them an email address, I'm sure it will work for them. That is why if you look at that law that I've referred you to, there are various modes that you can employ depending on the situation on the ground.
The special planning area notice does not, now we are back to SPA there, does not give right to any evictions or displacements necessary for environmental protection without adequate legal justification, resettlement, action plan of affected persons or compensations where necessary, which can only be done with the due process and full compliance with the law.
I would really benefit if your committee can tell us how we can then better engage the people, how it can be fair. There needs to be a feeling of fairness. The people downstream feel that they're the only ones who have been prevented from being next to the river, while the people now, upstream in the more affluent areas are being allowed to be close to the river. And I've explained that there must be fairness, whether it is Kilimani, Lavington, Kileleshwa, and that is easier. That is even politically, it is easier, it is fewer people. So, Chair, where we've made omissions in terms of inadequate participation, I will admit, and we will do better. Where we've done it, I will provide evidence, but we are not moving back on the issue of sorting out that injustice on the rivers or sorting out, the 3 rivers. Nairobi River and Madare has been contracted. We're now going to contract Ngong. Ngong River is the most polluted river in Africa. We're not proud of it, but it's been like that for many years. So we're grateful that the national government is working with us on it. We're very grateful because the cost alone on the one river is 60 billion.
Nabaigo manjito moligeria chingo kyobochori bwa baraiba kupeti weikirangirange fono nigaba bwatani bwa kupeti kurwa besokire nakomochi kiombe kyo aso kunyoro kubwatuka amalieta yabarwanirio ayabetega kwenano asekiaganirie amatokeo abega kubwatokwa naboigo amalietayo asibatebire bunambaganie obacholi obobogo kokolekana bugasuku bokurumi bode bonsi botayo.
Forever, for the union makes us strong.
Tumeamua kwa kauli moja lazima sheria kupitia barua iliyotolewa na msajili wa vyama vya wafanyikazi, lazima sheria iweze kuheshimika. Lazima utaratibu wa kuendesha uchaguzi wetu kote nchini lazima uweze kufanyika.
The RTU gave a circular which was very precise that 60 days before our elections all the branch labor offices should be having the register which is going to be used during the elections. Walimu power. It is very absurd that up to now in fact all the counties, all the branches do not have the registers.
We are agitating for a credible and verifiable election. That is why we are here. Credible and verifiable election. Credible.
Machito maligeria tutigarete asense moja horokia na bego chisemi nigaborokia ba CSS kurwase county ya Kirivi barurekero kyabo gochia se kyombe gya TSC kubalikia nabaigo kubalikia boikera nugochia osegochia ase mermo byokonekia bunango cyabari kubalikia abarimu eribanyare bakwenyorere mirobo yabo ase nchya bene cyo kibabolike mbeki ya TSC kwenekia bunango korakire mirobo yo ase obwasioko eribanyare bagokonyeka.
We have a shortage of teachers in junior secondary, and these teachers have a lot of work that they are doing, but the amount of money they are given, they are being paid 17,000. This amount of money is not even enough to pay for their houses.
A contract that was signed by these teachers with the Teacher Service Commission is a one-year contract. And we want to call upon the Teacher Service Commission to take this matter seriously and confirm these teachers so that they can get employment on permanent and pensionable terms. This one we demand.
Kazi pale kwa affordable housing, tufanye mjengo kwa sababu hii pesa tunapewa haitoshi.
Most of us, we are surviving. The 17K that's given to us is not enough to manage our families. That money is very less. If we could be debating, we're just saying that the MPs are going with Oma with about 25,000 shillings for airtime. Right now, unanipea 17K mimi. I'm unable to marry and I'm unable to manage my family.
Na wekira gwo manjito muligiria bwigeta sengia Nsoko TV no gukorera magia Chinsa Isano na Ibere kore nchikora Chinsa 10 no enyore ayanda mange no yominto Daniel Umwaga na bwige semo ya margabano Chinsa isato cha margaba no enyore asobwagale na Clinton Ondige kore nfono yenda gucengera miro betu igeta sengia tugia Nsoko TV nero obarasuwa mugusi chinga kichirindo che oyominto toldi asomolo biryolia oya unyare kawika monyale mogo sangamo nabigo omogenito Dennis monyale mogo chengero monjito molgira nakugani litsko liya tumera nande litsko lya Jumapili nabigo litsko lya Jumatatu asemesa yamaya Chinsa Isana Ibere nyasayo yo